What an absolute gorgeous day it is here today. Just 2 days ago, it was snowing, low of 16, high of like 32. Today, I think we'll be a high of 51. We're coming up on Christmas, and I'll take any day of the week that's 50 degrees in December or plus this time of year. We have just a slight little breeze. It's really good shooting conditions. It's coming out of the south, which is the way I'm facing. We're going to get into a little bullet test today. I got this seating depth thing put together that I was going to try the last week that didn't work out due to the powder situation I ran into. I just cleaned this. We're going to get it blown out and we're going to start on this. I got a seating depth test with 80 grain Sierra Match Kings. Also loaded up some different pills too. We're doing a little bullet test. Everything's 28 grains Varget. I had a viewer chime in about my crimping situation. He's like, just adjust the die to where it bottoms out on your stroke. I'm like, ha, that's freaking brilliant. You're correct, sir. So I did that and it worked. So I have these all crimped consistently now, whereas before they were not. I'm new to the crimping game. I've never had anything that I needed to crimp before, so I was a little wet behind the ears on that, but he made that suggestion. I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So that's what I did. I have over 100 rounds loaded up today. I'm not going to get through them all.
Get him, Carly, get him, yeah!
There he is!
What are you doing? Is that your wife over there?
But I want to do this seating depth test. I want to play with these bullets a little bit. I have some different muzzle devices. I got my suppressors out. May change this, take this brake off. I don't know how 1 week this would shoot a 5-shot group that you can cover with a nickel, and then the next week with everything the same be over an inch. So something's off, and I figured out there's a powder on some of those loadings. We're going to see if there's something else today. I may get rid of this muzzle brake completely because I'm just not sure it's consistent, or I'm getting consistent results with it on. So I'm just eliminating variables. And you may be watching this like, dude, you've been shooting these bullets in this gun and eliminating variables for the past 2 months. The same shit. And I guess they say, you know, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, it's a sign of insanity a little bit. I'm a little insane when it comes to this type of deal. I fucking love to shoot, but I do want to get a consistent result out of this thing, and that's what we're working towards. Competition season is coming up. There's a match at the end of this month. I'll be out of town, so I can't make it, but there's one in January. It's starting to fire back up, so I need to get my ducks in a row here, so to speak, and I'm just bringing you along. It's a beautiful day, and we're just celebrating our freedom today. Stay tuned. I got a scope cam. We're gonna go take this out in the distance too, once I dial these in a little bit. So stay tuned, buckle up, sit back, relax, crack a beer, flip a bean, do whatever you need to do. I thank you for tuning in. Speaking of flipping bean, I had a viewer a couple of videos ago. I had that girl that was masturbating on the beach. He's like, she killed herself not long after that. And I'm like, what? I looked, he gave her name, and I looked it up, and she did. She hit the delete button not long after that video had emerged. I guess she had some other problems too. But it's sad nevertheless. Mother of 2. World's fucked up. So's our president.
No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
The same regime that cravenly browbeats you about safeguarding democracy literally just pulled a stunt that's been replicated by authoritarian despots around the world and throughout the course of history to destroy democracy by simply telling you you're not allowed to vote for the candidate you want.
The Colorado Supreme Court ruling that Donald Trump has now been disqualified.
It's no wonder crooked Joe Biden and the far-left lunatics are desperate to stop us by any means necessary.
Because the court claims claimed that Trump incited the January 6th insurrection, despite admitting in their own ruling that Trump told the supposed rioters to behave peacefully. Because fuck trying to run a campaign fronted by a doddering early onset dementia sufferer who can barely talk anymore and gets lost on stage. Why bother going through with any of that when you can just decide that your opposition isn't permitted to campaign instead? Gee, I wonder why they're getting this desperate. Does anyone have any ideas? Because I'm stumped.
Because I'm being indicted for you. Never forget, our enemies want to take away my freedom because I will never let them take away your freedom. It's very simple. I'm not going to let them do it.
That says right in my face. Feels so good. The sun feels so nice. We should be able to get some good groups in today, I hope. Here we go. All right, there's my warm-up group. That was my first shot, my second, third, fourth, and my fifth. I pulled my fifth. I jerked. I didn't have it all the way set on the bag, and that trigger is light, and it went bang. But there again, people, you got a cold board shot in there. I just cleaned the barrel and maybe a couple of cold bores, but after 5, it's kind of like, what happened, you know? I jerked. It shouldn't have been that far off. It would have been, should have been like a little off, but that bugs the hell out of me. What is going on? It's the same load I was shooting the other day. This thing's driving me nuts. It keeps teasing me. I'll shoot a 5-shot half-inch group. I think I got it licked. Come back and it shoots 1.5 inches. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm gonna shoot 5 more at that same target and see if it's still similar group from the last, now that we got it warmed up, so to speak. Because if it is the same, semi-shitty, I'm pulling this brake off before I jump into all this other load testing I got going on. Let's go check it out. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A nice little 3-shot group there. 4, 5. Not so good. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. That brake is coming off. Here's the OSS suppressor, or Huxworks, whatever you want to call it today. It does barely fit in that handguard, although there's an M-lock bolt for this Arca rail that it hits right there. So if I remove that, that would slide right down in there. I have the adapter on this so I can fit the 30 cal CGS Hyperion K can on there. Let's shoot a group with this and see what that looks like. A lot more jump with the shot. Let's go down and have a look at that. It's not any better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. There's that OSS suppressor crammed in there. It looks cool as hell. It's real tight. It's probably touching in there, which probably isn't good, but who knows with this thing? Maybe it is good. We'll see. Man, the recoil is so much nicer with this suppressor versus that CGS. Let's go check it out. Well, started off pretty damn good. That's 3 shots, 1 hole. I'm curious which one was which. I can't see. Sun's behind this target in my eyes. That was the first shot. Then that's not bad. Let's shoot another one. I may have to get a shorter handguard for this, so that fucker isn't touching in there. But let's shoot another 3, see what happens. Some interesting results there. Maybe that first shot's a cold bore shot for a suppressor too. I don't know. I don't know. Man, the recoil is really nice with this can, which makes me want a 7.62 flow from Huxworks. It looks pretty decent. Watch me get a new handguard that's shorter where that suppressor isn't touching it and the groups go to shit. Golly. Well, there's that 5-shot group. At least it grouped. There's the one before with that same can. There's the one after. Here's the one with the CGS. That OSS, man, it's almost as good recoil wise as that muzzle brake was on it. So that CGS, it would I couldn't stay in the scope with that. It was recoiling that much. So let's continue on with this can on it. I mean, I am going to get a different handguard for it. Like I said, watch me change the handguard and not touch the suppressor, and then the groups go to shit. I don't know. We'll see. Fucking A. Let's go ahead and hop into this seating depth test and see what happens there. Once I get on my feet again, my next can is going to be that Huxworks Flow. We're starting off with 2.23. That's 20 thou off the lands. And then our next one I think is 2.2, and then I went all the way down to 2.2, which would be 50 thou off the lands. I'll find a combo for this thing yet, I swear it. Now all of these I'd done with my adjusted crimping. There we go, 2.23, 2.22, which is what that was, and 2.20. There's 3 shots, 4, 5. I'm going to run through these. 80.5 grain loaded up at 2.19. I have the RDF loaded up at 2.16. These are the 77 grain RDFs. There's an 80.5 burger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the RDF. I couldn't see. I thought I was chewing out the center. I saw that hit. And that one, I didn't see these. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's the 80 grain VLD. All right, I got this Tacticam set up, I think. Geez, what a pain in the ass. We're at 460 yards. I have a target at 200. Let's see where this is at 200. I think I just shot the shit out of my post. I had to fuck with the scope and try to re-zero the turret. There we go. You should be able to see with the scope cam now, which is pretty awesome. I'm glad I got it. It's a little pain in the ass to set up, but it's pretty neat once you get it dialed in. The how well this thing stays on target for a gas gun. Yeah, baby. Damn near shot up all my ammo fucking with it. There's all the money that went bang today. Give me a thumbs up on that, people. My family, we have a project going on, and we're going to demo this building, and in that building there was scaffolding, but there's only 3 pieces. Can't really do much with 3 pieces of scaffolding, so I said, hey, you know what, I'm going to take one of those. I'm going to make that a cattle gate / PRS barricade. It's going to work perfectly. Got 3 different levels on it, or 3 rungs. I dug some holes and I sank some steel posts in those holes, and then I poured it with concrete. That fucker is solid. Got my tires out there, various barricades. I got a tank trap knuckle coming. I'm gonna put me a tank trap out here. When it's the new year, I'm gonna come out here, and I've got my invention that finally decided on a name for it. We're gonna get it out here and test it on different barricades. I'm gonna play with that fucking scope camera some more, so I can get some good scope cam footage of my device in action. But it's my little setup I've put together. Well, hopefully we got some good shooting footage in there. I tried anyway. That whole camera's new. I played with it about a month ago. I was trying to shoot a promo video for my invention. It was difficult to figure out then, and we'll see if I got it figured out today or not. And if I do, we'll cut some of that footage in. It may be crooked, it may be upside down, it may be, I have no idea. But hopefully it's some cool shooting footage that I was able to capture for you. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in today, and Christmas is in 3 days, so Merry Christmas to you, ho ho ho. God bless you. I hope you have a great Christmas and a blessed Christmas, and I will see you next year. Till next time, stay free.
That's all, folks.